Items that the ocean keeps secret. The biggest waterfall on Earth is in the Atlantic. Putting Niagara Falls to shame is the Denmark Strait, a waterfall below the Atlantic Ocean that, in terms of water volume, is the equivalent of 2,000 of the world's most notable waterfalls, with cascading liquid pouring 11,500 feet down. The strait's cold water on the eastern side is more dense than the warm fluid coming from the west. When the two waters mix, the colder supply sinks, creating a waterfall. We don't know anything about most of the marine life. Size and water pressure conspire to limit our exploration of the oceans, so much so that it's estimated we've identified only 1/3 of the potential marine life lurking beneath the surface. It's possible most of those are smaller organisms, but it's likely that some whales and other mammal species have yet to be discovered. We're making progress, though. An average of 2,000 new species are described each year. They're keeping the internet online. If you could catch sight of the miles of cable crisscrossing the world's oceans, it would look like a giant, submerged web. Communications companies maintain international connections by feeding cables down to flat surfaces on the ocean floor. Some require shark-proof layers to prevent predators from biting into your Netflix stream. The deepest part is really, really deep. The Mariana Trench is considered to be the deepest part of the world's oceans. Inside of the trench is a valley known as Challenger Deep that extends roughly 7 miles below the surface. For comparison, the entirety of Mount Everest at 29,029 feet could easily be accommodated there. Manned explorations haven't gone any further than 35,797 feet below the surface. There are 20 million tons of untouchable gold in the oceans. If you're hoping to find a fortune in gold prospecting, don't expect the ocean to cooperate. You may be able to plunder a shipwreck, but you won't be able to collect much of the 20 million tons of gold estimated to exist in the water. That's because it's so diluted that it's measured in parts per trillion. 1 liter of seawater might net you a 13 billionth of a gram. Magellan named the Pacific Ocean. When Ferdinand Magellan crossed the Atlantic beginning in 1519, he eventually found his way to another body of water, what he dubbed the Pacific, or Peaceful, Ocean, due to the calm surface. He didn't know it at the time, but the Pacific would eventually be recognized as the largest ocean on the planet at 59 million square miles.